There it is. Right. Let's see. I know that's like right in the way, but all right. Show in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming to you from the dark recesses of the proverbial Dawn Forge pouch. This is episode 209 of the Shattered Soulstone. This book is on fire. Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible. Get a free audiobook download at bit.ly/Soulstone2019. Over 180,000 titles to choose from for your iPod, MP3 player, or real man phone. Today, it is May the 5th, 2019, and I am your main man, Deadgreed. I got today I brought my second favorite type person coming to you from giant flat screen TVs and a PlayStation controller. It's Shazam.
What's going on, people?
Yeah. And earlier Shazam, he was yo, it's one of them Cinco de Mayo, right?
Yeah.
So happy Cinco de Mayo to people who have happy Cinco de Mayo Day.
Go out and get drunk.
One of those things, right? Greed don't Cinco de Mayo. Sorry about that. I'm more into the German holidays.
There's all kinds of drinking holidays. There's like that.
Is Cinco de Mayo a drinking holiday?
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure.
They got Cinco de Mayo. They got that. The one for Irish people. I can't think of what the hell it's called. I think it was last month. They got that one. They got all kinds of holidays for people drinking just to drink.
I mean, come on. Is it necessarily? I don't know about Cinco de Mayo. Sorry, guys. I'm not a Cinco de Mayo type guy, like I said, but isn't that it's not the Day of the Dead thing. It's not a celebration of it's not like a Memorial Day thing, right? I don't think so.
I don't know.
I should Google this. I don't know. Sorry, guys. If you're out there yelling about Cinco de Mayo right now, sorry about that. I don't Cinco de Mayo, like I said, so.
Yeah, me either.
Anyway, that's that. Whew, how was your recent gaming, bro?
I didn't turn on my PC that much, as you can tell. I've been coming home, turning on my PlayStation 4 all week. I got, I think 32 hours so far into Dragon Quest 11. I got 30% of the trophies on PlayStation are not achievements or trophies. Hoping, cross my fingers, I can finish it before Season 17 starts, because I'm going back to Diablo Season 17. Yeah, so far the story's pretty good in the game, and like I said, there's probably 140 hours worth of gameplay, and I'm, quarter of the way in, so I don't know. We'll see. I might be going faster than the person that did it in 140 hours. I don't know. But yeah, I'm finally learning that the Japanese RPG aspects of this game, because you can put all these scantily clad bunny outfits on your female characters and have their boobies sticking out and stuff like that. So you definitely can tell it's Japanese RPG.
I'm a fan of that.
Yeah, I'm quite enjoying it so far. Yeah, that's basically all I've done all week in gaming, other than working.
Huh. Man, I had we had a week, bro. Do you know who Alan Turing was?
No idea.
Okay. Do you know what the Turing test is?
No.
Wow, you and Manlo. What the heck? And I was very disappointed in Manlo because he didn't know what the heck the Turing test was. So anyway, Alan Turing basically broke Enigma. If you don't know what Enigma was the crypto device that Germany was using during World War II to, so that nobody would know what the heck they were saying on all their communications. And Alan Turing broke that utilizing a machine that he built, basically the first computer. That's why we have computers, basically. So anyway, he designed this test called the Turing test, which is like you ask questions to, you ask questions, and then depending on the answers you get back, you determine whether the person you're talking to is a machine or a human. It's called the Turing test. And well, it rained so much this week, I was thinking about the Turing test, but only I was thinking about, like, I need to design a new Turing test, and instead of, like, am I talking to a human or am I talking to, like, a machine, I should be like, do I live in Oklahoma or did I accidentally move to Seattle? Because it like started raining and then like didn't quit. And it was, bro, one day I was delivering mail and water that was up to my waist. Like I'm walking from porch to porch. For a little bit, I thought it would be easier just to swim to the next location. Man, it's not good. Not fun to be wet all day long. So anyway, the point of the story is I had really long days and I played a little bit of Diablo. I watched a Big Daddy Den video on the Necromancer, the Inarius. I think he calls it the Lazy Blood Storm. Anyway, really good video. I'll put a link in Diablo Talk or whatever. But yeah, man, that Necromancer looks really good next season. So I decided that I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a Necromancer. I'm going to jump to a Witch Doctor and get my Carnival, my LON. So I'll have my Necromancer to start with, and then I'll get pieces for my LON set from my Carnival, because I want to run the Carnival set, the LON Carnival set this season. But anyway, so I kind of made the decision on, like, because I've been back and forth, right, on, like, what am I going to do because man, that Shield Bash looks so good too, right? The Captain America, dang, that looks good. It's just there's so much good options right now, right? It's hard to choose, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, I made that decision, and one of the days I got home and I sit down at my computer and boom, Lantonio. Oh snap, Lantonio was on. Like, dang, I ain't seen Lantonio in like forever and 7 days or something. It's been a minute, like everybody knows Lantonio, in the community, and he's been away for a little while, and he came back, and he seems to be doing much better now. I talked to him for a little while, so shout out to Lantonio. He's back on the Diablo, and I did get him his Necromancer pack. I've had that for forever. He was gone, so I couldn't give it to him. So I gave him his Necromancer pack that I was. The last time he was on the show, we were talking about it, and that was quite a long time ago. But anyway, yeah, you know, he came back. I got to play with him a couple different times. I got to talk to him in Discord, and you know, I had a lot of we had a lot of good fun. So it was great. I played with Ritzy this weekend a little bit, which was great. You know, I love when everybody's, you know, it's just everybody's busy right now. Everybody's in the wind. Like you're playing PlayStation, and I was watching. I took a real, and I'll talk about this down in the other media section, but I took a real deep dive into a car. I went super deep into videos and like forums and reading and whew, probably drove my wife nuts. Although, what's new, right? On that deal. But anyway, yeah, it was my weeks in gaming. I played a little bit of. I even played a little bit of No Man's Sky, but not very much. I started playing No Man's Sky earlier today, and I was playing, and then my wife had cooked dinner, so I turned it off, and then I got into watching this video, and I kind of didn't get back into the No Man's. So I don't know. I need to get back into it because, you know, from now until season 17 starts, you know, you want to kind of feel. I've gotten pretty much all my goals done for the season. I wouldn't mind having a little bit more Paragon, but you know, I'm okay with like helping other people or whatever. But it is what it is. So that's my weeks in gaming, and you know, man, bro, this book giveaway's on fire, bro. We got a book and we're gonna give it away. I know what you're thinking. Look, we got a book. I don't got a book. Jen's got a book, and she posted this glorious picture. If y'all ain't seen it, I don't know if she was using like trick photography or if that book is like. It looks like it's gonna be really expensive to send because that thing is like giant. It's bigger than her head. What am I saying? She don't have a big head. Oh, anyway. Yeah, you know that she put a picture of it in the Discord, right there in the Discord suggestion section where you can enter to win this book. So anyway, man, you know, out there in listener land, right? I know y'all are like, man, how the heck am I winning? You know, like how am I gonna get a hold of this thing, right? Like, dang, what's the deal, Greed? Like, how am I gonna do it, right? Well, what you're gonna do is you're just gonna go on to Discord and you're gonna find the Discord suggestion section and you're gonna get into that and there's gonna be a bunch of people that's talking about this book and you're gonna type in there, you know, just tell us like why you like books or archangels named Tyrael or fish called angels or right angles, and then on the on May the 26th will be your last time that you can put into this. And you need to do it before noon. I'm going to say May 26th before noon. Actually, you know what? You can go a little bit longer than noon. We'll let you have it till 5 p.m. Central, U.S. Standard Time, which is, I don't know, do your calculations if you live somewhere else. Sorry, that's where I live, Central, U.S. So May 26th, that's your last chance to enter. So if you're listening to this right here and you're like, man, I need to do that sometime, to do it soon because May 26th is a coming, and we will announce the winner on June the 2nd on the show that comes on June the 2nd. We'll record it. I'm sure you won't hear it until a little bit later in the June, like June 5th or whatever. One of those. The show that is recorded June the 2nd. That's when we announce the winner. And then Jen will send you the book. So, yeah, you know, anyway, that's our contest. We got a book. It's a book of Tyrael. It's all about the lores of Tyrael, I'm sure. And, you know, we got an extensive list of people that has entered into this contest. You want to go over the list, Shazam?
No, you can.
All right. All right. I was going to dig up the thing, but all right, go ahead. Go ahead. Hold on. Let me pull this up here. Okay. This is going to take a... Sorry, guys. I should have copied and pasted each one of these in here. No, he said that's an ugly fish. That's too far.
It's on the show notes.
I know, bro. Chill. Hold on a minute. The first person obviously entered in this contest would be Deadgreed. So, Deadgreed, you're entered into this contest here. Whoever that might be. I think Deadgreed said he liked fish called angels. They have right angles. Anyway, King Tut is officially entered into the contest here. He likes right angles, and I read that last time. So anyway, King Tut, congratulations, you are in there. Doug, my main man, Doug is entered into the contest. So Magnum, Doug, same person, and I will need to find his thing in the blah blah blah. Anyway, Doug's entered. The next person entered into the contest would be this guy named Deadgreed. Deadgreed, you're entered. Yeah, I think you said something about liking angels, angel fish. They have right angles. That's cool. Ritzy also likes right angles, and it also entered in. Rona, can't remember what Rona said, but hey, Rona, you entered in. Average Joe is entered into the contest. This thing is woo. This book contest is on fire. The next person entered in is Deadgreed. Likes big books, and he cannot lie. So, it's yeah, I like big books, and I cannot lie. There you go. So yeah, Deadgreed's entered in. Zero Fate is entered into the contest, and Shazam is entered in. Now, that's a lot of people. There's like 10 people, so we have like 10% chance. So, whoo, man, we went from a 33% chance, brother, down to a 10% chance. But anyway, this contest is heating up, and if you want to lessen our chances from 10% down to like some other fraction that I'm not gonna get into, enter in. Put your hat in the ring there into the Discord suggestion, and you will be entered in. We have 10 contestants, and this race is heating up. This is I like my odds. It's looking real good. You know what I mean? It's looking good for the greed. Although everybody else has an equal chance to win. So good luck, guys. We're gonna pick this up on the second. If you want to enter again, go to this Discord suggestion section in Discord and write us a little message about why you like the things I said earlier. And you'll be entered in here. And the 26th, it will be your last chance to get in there. So put it in there so you can. I want everybody, if you want a chance to win this book, I want you to have the chance to win it. Hashtag greed wins and all. But if you want to enter, feel free. This is great. It doesn't cost anything, and you could have a chance to win. So yeah, enter in. And the second is when we're gonna do the book. And I don't know, maybe we can get Jen or whatever. We'll do something for the contest. You have anything to add, contest wise?
Nope.
No, all right. Let's see. Oh, we got friends. That friend has a book to give away, but she also has a podcast. And man, she got a new one. Woo, she got a new episode 13 that's out. Um, that's two names I'm not even gonna try to pronounce unless just anyway, episode 13. She does a great job. You can find her at bookofgen.net. That is Jen's Lore Corner. Bookofgen.net. Go check it out. Download the thing. Give her a good listen. Does a great job. I have not listened to this episode. I'm sure it is fantastic. Did you get a chance to listen to this one?
I listened to about half of it before you started talking in Discord, so
Ah,
yeah, I got half of it.
nice, nice. I'm sure quality, like always. This is also all new original content. Some of those episodes were previously posted in our show, but now she's all into all new original. And yeah, I like the job she does. So internet high five out to Jen for her great work there. I appreciate it. It's a lot of fun listening to her at bookofgen.net. All right, let's get into Blue Notes, sir. I'll let you kick these Blue Notes off.
Nevertheless, this said that Blizzard's not going to Gamescom this year. They're gonna focus on making games this year and not going to conventions where they have no games to actually announce. So they're skipping Gamescom this year. So if you were thinking of about a Diablo reveal at Gamescom, not going to happen in 2019.
Haben Sie das nichts nein und das Gamescom in das Deutschland? That's really horrible German for they're not gonna have Blizzard at Gamescom.
So hopefully at another convention, maybe at maybe it'll be a better BlizzCon this year than what it was last year.
You know, when we were writing the notes, bro, I didn't think about it, but they did announce that they are going to have BlizzCon. I think they already sold some of the tickets, right?
Yeah, they already had one
of the sales.
Yeah.
Look, I probably should have mentioned it last show, but I'm still a little. I'm not mad. I'm like, I don't know how to feel about last BlizzCon still. I'm not gonna say I'm mad. 'Cause I'm not mad. Look, they did what they did. Everybody knows how that went, and it really pushed the community in in this weird direction, right? I'm not mad. I'm not upset. I'm like maybe disappointed. Maybe I don't know. I didn't really like the last BlizzCon. Look, it's my fault, right? Because I put a lot of expectation on last BlizzCon. You know, the show I really pushed. We really did a whole bunch of big stuff. Like, oh, I can't wait for BlizzCon. Woo! You know, we did like predictions. Like, oh, I can't wait for this to come out. Like, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be, and then it was like, don't you have homes? So anyway, you know, it was like this. Like I said, I'm not mad. Look, and hopefully they murdered at the next BlizzCon. But it's so hard for me because I love the game so much. I love the company, right? I like the whole BlizzCon hype, right? Like meeting your friends. I know Sal's going to BlizzCon, which I'm like, wow, man, I wish I could go hang out. I can't go. It's like money and vacation, that's got to go towards Germany because my wife's German, and I can't be selfish, even though my name is Greed, right? I know it doesn't really gel up, right? But I can't be selfish and like take up money, vacation money, and go to a BlizzCon. Although I would love to, because look, my wife's only family is in Germany, so any vacation money is going to go towards buying her tickets and letting her go home, or going home with her. Although I'm not going home this summer, it's just going to be the Greed at the Greed Castle, and my wife and my son will be going to Germany. So like the money for us, it has to go towards getting my wife and my son home so they can see her mother, her parents, and the rest of her family. And I just can't justify going to a BlizzCon. But what I can do is I can get on Discord with all my friends, the community. We can watch Blizzard, because it's like what, $40, and that's another thing that really, I'm not mad about it, but it really rubbed me in an unusual direction, because last year, they raised the price of the BlizzCon, the virtual BlizzCon ticket, and I think that even the BlizzCon tickets are a little bit more expensive this year. Am I wrong about that?
I think they did raise them, yeah.
So yeah, they're a little bit higher. You know what I'm saying? That and it's like and I get it. It's my fault because like I put all these expectations on myself. Like, look, oh, D4's coming. Oh, they're going multiple Diablo projects. Netflix, blam, 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 this, that, this. Oh, I can't wait. And then they had a mobile game, which it looked cool. It did look cool. I did like some of the stuff but I just kept waiting for like, and it didn't go. Well, everybody knows. So I don't know. I guess a lot of that's my own fault because I put it on myself, right? But I don't know. Maybe this BlizzCon. See, I'm already getting there. I'm already like, yeah, BlizzCon. I'm already starting to smile. Like, ooh, tickets just went out. I know Sal's going. I know a bunch of people. Oh, Jesus Christ. I know a bunch of people that's going. Rona's close. Manlow's close. I mean, I would love, love, love to go to a BlizzCon. Even if I didn't even go to the con, right? Just go and just like go to the Hilton or whatever, and just drink with the guys, the girls, Gen 2, whatever. I'm not trying to be sexist, just saying like just hang out with a crew, hang out with the fans. Just that would be so epic. But I just can't swing it, man. It's just too much money, And like I said, the whole thing, it's a vacation thing. But anyway, so it. I know I went on a rant thing, but if you're wanting to go to BlizzCon, I'm sure there's lots of ways to get a ticket, and I'm sure that they're going to have one or two more rounds. I don't know. Here lately, they've been having 2 or 3 rounds, right, of tickets.
Yeah, I think last year they had 3 rounds, 2 announced and 1 unannounced until.
Yeah, I think they had some extras left over or something. I don't know what they're gonna do, but we know 2 rounds, right? Pretty much. There's gonna be one more round, so you'll have a chance if that's what you want to do. Don't let what I said discourage you if you want to go, because I'm sure even with or without an announcement, I'm sure meeting all the people we play with in the community, and like Debs and all the bells and whistles, and I'm sure all that stuff will be a great time. And I'm gonna have a great time too, because you know what, I'm gonna hammer on to probably buy a virtual ticket. I haven't made my mind up yet. And I'm sure Shazam. I don't know if are you going to BlizzCon? Are you virtual ticketing, or do you know yet?
I'm probably gonna virtual ticket it because I want to buy a house, and $2,500 will go towards a house. Not on
Look,
the
we
BlizzCon.
got life goals, bro. I was like, we got life goals here, so that's great. If you're gonna virtual ticket, I'll probably virtual ticket. We can do a thing like we did last year where we were doing covered the BlizzCon. It'll be fun, and so that's that. But wow, man, no Gamescom. For years, I tried to get tickets to Gamescom because, like, I could be like, hey, baby, you want to go to Germany? And, my wife ain't going to say no to that. I mean, come on. She ain't going to be like, no, I don't want to go to Germany. There ain't no way. That's a show shot, So I kept trying to convince my wife that we should go to Gamescom. And I thought I was going to go last year, but then, man, some other things happened. It didn't go, but no Blizzard at Gamescom. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Brandy was saying that that they're going to concentrate on making games. So, and that's what we want. We don't. I mean, I'm sure you're not like, oh, I don't want a new game. I want BlizzCon or Gamescom, right? I'm sure that's. So the important thing is that they're trying to, and I gotta say right now, bro. I'll tell you right now, brother. They got the Grand Slam, home run, touchdown, soccer goal. This D4 or whatever the heck they're putting out, D next or whatever you want to call it, right? It's gotta be so good, because after all this, bro, it's gotta be in there,
I personally think they just need to get their head out of the rear end. I understand that between Diablo 2 and Diablo 3 was a long time, and it's seeming like Diablo 3 to Diablo 4 is going to be just as long.
I don't know about just as long, but
or dang near.
Yeah, near, right?
But the fact that there's 8.5% less people playing Blizzard games this year, or the last quarter, or whatever they said in the last earnings call or whatever. There's no brand new games coming out this year. What, like, how could they put themselves in like a position like that? You figure if you're like a big company producing games, you want to stagger the games out so like people like want to play like Diablo 4 next year, and then like whatever the heck comes after that, Overwatch 2 or whatever. I have no idea what's coming out, but stuff like that. But it seems like Overwatch came out like how many years ago, and that was the last thing like Blizzard actually ever did, other than Hearthstone and
Heroes.
WoW's expansion, and Heroes and stuff like that. But you see what happened with that. They hyped it up, made an esport out of it, and then killed it.
I still don't exactly understand that, because it seemed like it was doing really good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I never played it.
Well, I played a little bit, but out of all the things, like, look, people know me. I'm not a first-person shooter. I'm not into first-person. I'm not really into that. So, I get it. The Overwatch thing is big. I know they got a lot of fans. They got a league. I mean, I don't know. It's fine. I'm not into football either, so whatever. And I'm not trying to say that, but to me, Heroes was really the only watchable sport. And I know if you like Arena, WoW Arena, whatever, and of course Diablo has nothing. But it was like this. I mean, you could watch the cards, but it wasn't that good to me. I mean, I know people love the cards, the Heroes. What's that? Hearthstone. Sorry, Hearthstone people. For me personally, I think the only watchable esport was the Heroes. I loved watching it. It was fun. They had these teams. It was like this competitive thing. They had little announcers going, and I know they got that for Overwatch, but I'm not interested in Overwatch. So it seemed like this really big thing, and I don't understand why. I don't understand their decision behind that.
mean, maybe it just wasn't making money. I don't know. Because, you know, they got to make money on it, right? They got to do something with it. They can't lose money doing it. I understand that. It's a business decision, but it seems really weird because it seems like they were, you know, they had skins and they had all kinds of like mounts and stuff you could buy. I don't know. Maybe the development was just too much. I don't know, bro. You know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But anyway, I liked watching it, so it was kind of like this weird. Then they killed that. The only thing I know that for sure that they do have coming this year is Warforged is the reforged Warcraft 3 this summer, right?
Yeah, and WoW Classic.
Oh yeah, they had the WoW Classic. Yeah, I forgot about WoW Classic, which is arguably not new games, but WoW Classic is something that people have wanted for years and years and years. Is it too late? I don't know. I did play the WoW Classic demo, and it was fun. I don't know. What puts me off about that is you have to have an active WoW subscription. And I don't want to pay for a game so I can play another game. Does that make any sense?
Yeah,
I don't want to pay for a game that I don't want to play so that I can play another game.
I mean, you don't want to buy Call of Duty Infinite Warfare just to play Modern Warfare Remastered? What are you talking about?
Are you doing that?
No, that's what Activision did whenever they released Infinite Warfare or whatever.
Yeah, but
nobody wanted to play that game. They just wanted the remaster of Modern Warfare. And that was the only way to get it.
Okay, I guess. Like I said, I don't shooters, so I don't know anything about that particular. But I guess it's the same situation, right? I just wish that for WoW Classic, they would either give it to us free to play, or they would let us pay a smaller nominal fee, or like a fee, like, you know, just let us pay $60 for it, or let us pay like $5 a month for it or something.
How about $7.99?
I might do $7.99, bro. I mean, I don't know. $7.99 is a little for that. I mean, I don't know. I think it just bugs me that they want me to have a full subscription, and I don't currently have a WoW sub. So it's almost like they're trying to bump up their WoW sub numbers. You know what I'm saying? It's like a weird plan. Like, why? Why do I have to? I want to play this game, not the other game. So I don't know. Maybe that's just me being whiny.
Yeah.
I'm still very undecided about the Warcraft 3. We had that free weekend of World of Warcraft a while back, and I bought some tokens, some World of Warcraft tokens, and I cashed them into cash. So I do have enough money to buy the Warcraft 3 Reforged. I'm unsure. Maybe when it gets closer and they do some hype or something, I'll get excited about it and I'll drop some money on it. I don't know, brother. Anyway, do you have anything else for the show other than other media?
The only thing we can guarantee BlizzCon this year is we can guarantee a Warcraft expansion. We didn't have one last year, so we're getting one this year. We can guarantee that. We can pretty much guarantee a Diablo announcement. Whether it be, I don't know. They better say Diablo 4, or there's gonna be burning at the stakes.
It's not gonna be good. It ain't gonna be good, yeah.
The fans are gonna unleash the primeval in the middle of BlizzCon.
It ain't gonna be good. I look, they can't do it again, bro. It's already been 3 or 4 times in a row. They got to do something. This is intimate. Like, I don't know, bro. Yeah, man.
My question is with the latest quarter earnings call and stuff saying they're not going to have any new games until 2020. What game is coming out in 2020? Because everybody that's in the community is saying, "Oh, there's no Diablo. There's not going to be Diablo next year. We can pretty much guarantee that it's going to be 2021."
Immortal?
So what's coming out in 2020?
Diablo Immortal?
Well, no, as far as the Chinese company that's making Diablo Immortal, it's done. They just don't know why is Blizzard not releasing it yet. We have no idea on that one. But
Kind of weird.
what other games is there for them to release next year other than Diablo 4? There has to be Diablo 4 next year.
God, I don't know. Could it be that close? I don't know if they're ready, brother. I know that how long they take on their development. I don't know. Like, they haven't even, it's not even a beta. I don't even, you know what I'm saying? Like, they haven't even announced it. And if they announce it in November, what are they going to do? November? I mean, I guess 2020 doesn't mean January 2020. That could mean December 2020. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think it's pushing it to get a D4 in 2020. Wasn't there like a sheet release something 2020 releases on a video? Jeez, I wish I could remember now. There was like a couple of things. It was like ridiculous. It was like
I think one of them was Overwatch 2 though.
Yeah, Overwatch 2, which immediately brought my mind to this can't be real, because like Overwatch 2, they just did Overwatch 1. I don't think that. Anyway, I really don't know what. I mean, obviously, maybe cards, Hearthstone, right? New Hearthstone. I'm sure they're still rolling that stuff out, right?
Yeah.
But Warcraft, World of Warcraft, right? World of Warcraft expansion 2020.
Yeah, but that's not a new game. That's just an expansion.
Unless they got something up their sleeve, brother. That's. I mean, I don't like. I have no idea what. I just, after the last 2 BlizzCons where I really thought we were going to get some kind of something, and apparently they did have Diablo 4 ready to announce, but something happened. I don't know. I don't want to get into all that, really. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe they're closer than we think. I don't know. I think they've scrapped D4 several times, so God, I hope they just. I don't know, man. I don't know what. I have zero clue what it could be. I mean, I don't know. I can tell you one thing that I really wish they would do is I wish they'd put out a virtual reality something. Maybe the tech's not ready. You know what I mean? But
I don't know, man. I can't remember what company it was, but they just announced a new VR headset bundle thing that's coming out this summer. And it's sold out in 30 minutes.
Wow. 30 minutes. I just look, ever since I was little, like I mean the 80s, right? Like I first heard about virtual reality like back in the 80s. And it's been a long time since the 80s. You know what year it is. And it seems like they've been pushing and pushing, and then for some reason the technology isn't there. And I know you listen to a lot of Joe Rogan, and they always talk about that techno hunt that they do on the virtual reality. I know he always talks about that archery game, some other things. And it's like these cheesy graphics right now, but they're getting better. And I just wish Blizzard would tune a VR game that would just be on fire. Like, like maybe even a new property. You know what I mean? Like just bam, like a Dragon Quest, but not Dragon Quest obviously, but you know what I mean? Like something new, just a whole new storyline, just drop a whole new bam and just because I would love to come home and just put on a VR set and just just murder some Blizzard stuff. It'd be great. Anyway, that's my thoughts on it. Well, if you have anything else other than I have one other thing, but
I got nothing else other than other media.
yeah, I was just gonna say, look, guys, getting close. May 12th, also Mother's Day, so don't forget your mother. The season ends, and Mother's Day, so don't hang out all day like separating your items in your stash. Go call your mother or something. Buy her flowers. I don't know. Anyway, do the Mother's Day thing, right? But that's when season. So, and I know you've already said probably like the 17th, right? 17 on the 17th. That sounds magical.
That's what I'm hoping on, because I don't think they're gonna do it the week after, because that's a long holiday weekend for us in America.
Yeah, and actually, because the 27th is Memorial Day, right?
Sure is.
Oh, Jesus. Well, I can tell you this: the 26th, I will not be here. So when the book contest closes, Greed ain't gonna be here. At least I don't think I'll make it back, because I got to go to Dallas on the 26th. Which I know. It's why did I pick that date? It's confusing. Sorry, guys. Anyway, we'll fix it up. We'll either do the show the day after or whatever. It's fine. We'll figure it out. Because I'll be off on... are you going to be off Memorial Day?
Yes.
See, me too. So we'll figure it out. Anyway, that's for another... Not during the show time. But anyway, yeah. I'm looking at the calendar. Is the reason why I brought my phone up. And, if we're going to end on the 12th, I mean, if they start on the 24th, I just don't see them doing it because of the Memorial Day. Although, if they did start on the 24th, you'd have like the 24th, 25th, 26th, and 27th. It'd be nice to have a 4-day. I mean, I won't have a 4-day because I got to work on the 25th, but most people probably have a 4-day weekend for that. You know what I mean? But I just don't see them. I don't see them doing that on a holiday. The only other thing they could do is the 1st, and I mean, that's a long.
You mean the 7th?
No.
Oh,
the 31st.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm sorry, I was thinking it was only 30 days in this month. Sorry about that. Yeah, no, you're right. They can do it on the 31st, right? But I just don't see them waiting that long. I don't know. There's no announcement about it yet, so 17th coming soon. Anyway, when we find out when the start date is, we'll be telling you guys. But anyway, you want to kick off into other media, brother?
2 things came out on Netflix this week. One, I had no idea it was even coming out, and the second one I knew about for like a month now.
Excuse me.
Anthony Jeselnik's new stand-up special came out on Thursday, which had no idea he was even coming out with a new special on Netflix, but he did. And it's pretty good. If you like Anthony Jeselnik, he's definitely like him or hate him. A lot of people hate him, a lot of people like him, so he does. And a little backstory on him, and this is why everybody hates him. like let's say like whenever they had the like the Boston Marathon bombing, Anthony Jeselnik went to Twitter and like where the bombing thing was, one of his comments was no lines were crossed that day, not even the finish line, which, you know, that's a pretty bold joke on a bombing day, you know what I mean? On a race, you know. So a lot of people a lot of
Wasn't
people
he?
a lot of people
Wasn't
hate him.
you remember the lady? And I know I'm cutting into your thing. I'm sorry, but do you remember the lady that drowned her kids in the bathtub like a while back? Anyway, there was a lady. She had like 4 kids. She drowned her kids in the bathtub.
Yeah.
And I believe it was Anthony Jeselnik that was like, I heard the kids were bad. They didn't pick their blocks up. They sat this close to the TV. Those kids won't be missed. Like the day after that happened.
He probably said that.
So, look, I'm not condoning that kind of thing, right? But I'm just saying, I did laugh a little bit. I'm just saying. Like Jesus, you really just said that? Like, what the heck? Anyway, he was on Joe Rogan Experience this week too. So that was. I'll let you do your thing. Sorry, man.
He's a Pittsburgh guy, man. I like him.
Yeah, I know it.
He's got my kind of humor. The other thing is the Ted Bundy movie came out with Zac Efron. It's called Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil, and Vile. That movie's pretty good. I watched it like 3-4 times this weekend. And I thought Zac Efron did a really good job at playing Ted Bundy. You know, we talked about Ted Bundy a lot, you know, a month or two ago about the Ted Bundy tapes and stuff like that. It's basically they took the Ted Bundy tapes, made a movie about it. They don't go into him like killing anybody or anything like that, which kind of let me down on. You know, I figured you would see him at least like, you know, clubbing somebody to death or something like that, but no, he didn't do anything like that. It was basically what the Ted Bundy tapes were: him going to court and him getting convicted and him getting out of jail and him going back to jail and all that stuff, and him talking to his longtime girlfriend in prison. But other than that, I thought it was a really good movie. I can't complain very much.
And the dude they got playing him, he looked just like him, bro. I mean, they did a great job with that.
Yeah, I don't watch I haven't seen Zac Efron in too many movies. I don't watch like the movies that he's in, but yeah, he did a really, really good job playing Ted Bundy.
Great, brother.
But that's basically it. I started watching American Experiences, The Circus, before the show started today. It's another PBS special on Netflix. I don't know how, like, the first episode was like 2 hours long. I don't know how many episodes there are, but it talks about how basically the circus started and how P.T. Barnum and stuff got his start, and how they made $1 million back in the 1800s just making a circus.
That's a lot of money, bro.
$1 million in profit.
God,
back
dang.
in, you know, which is pretty crazy back in the 1800s.
Hold on a minute. Wasn't the ticket like 1 cent?
I think it was like 25 cents, somewhere around there.
It couldn't have been 25, bro, because to go to the freaking races, it used to be a quarter. And that's like going to the like Kentucky Derby race, like infield tickets used to be 25 cents.
I kept seeing signs on there that says 25 and 50 cents a ticket. I don't know.
Anyway, sorry. I, dang, $1 million off of quarters, bro. Woo, that's a lot of damn quarters.
And that was after like all the Christians and everything condoned them for because the women were showing their legs because they were trapeze artists and stuff like that, and it's pretty weird. But that's how it was back then. So I didn't get too far into it. I got maybe 45 minutes into the first episode, and that's about all I watched. But that's pretty interesting. They said back then the clowns talked, and that's basically the people that talked to the audience back then. And clowns aren't known for talking nowadays. Yeah, it seems pretty interesting. I didn't watch the Greatest Showman or anything like that. I think that's the movie with Wolverine. I can't think of his name right now. Anyway, I think he played P.T. Barnum in that movie, but I haven't watched it. I don't know. I'd like to watch the real thing. Yeah, that's basically all I watched this week.
Man, I think the last time I went to the circus, my son was quite small, and they had the big circus come to town, and I don't know, my wife got tickets, so we went. And about what I remember of that show was this lady, like they hung her by her hair, and she like swung around like a lot by her hair. They were like swinging her wildly. And the whole time, everybody's like, ooh, ah, ooh. And I'm like, dang, that's got to hurt, yo. I mean, I don't know. She must have had something else going on. Like, I don't know. Could have been hanging. There ain't no way they could have hung me by my hair. So, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, must have been some kind of trick. I don't know. Anyway, doesn't matter. They had her hung by her hair, and I thought, dang, that's kind of like. That's what I remember from the circus. Long time ago. So yeah, man, my other media. I've been like super interested in electric cars. I mean, look, it's where it's going. And this is I'm like a roughneck, and so it's a long road to go from being a roughneck to like an electric car, but I like technology and cool stuff. So, and of course, like the Tesla, right? Like, dang, the Tesla. Dang, this Tesla's. Woo, man, the Tesla's. In case y'all don't remember, when I went to Houston for vacation during spring break, I went to a Tesla store and sat in some Teslas and was like, oh, I gotta have a Tesla. Dang. But Greed ain't got the Tesla money. So I've been on like this deep dive and looking at all these electric cars, and I thought I had my mind made up that I was going to buy like a Nissan Leaf. And then I watched a video that I put in the Discord about like the autonomy of the Tesla. And it was like, mind blown. Because I didn't know that them Teslas did all that. And then I took a super deep dive, like, on the Tesla forums and, like, reading all the... And I know, Greed don't read, but, hey... Man! I think got my mind made up that I'm no longer going to buy a Leaf, and I'm going to wait a little bit down the road, and I think I'm going to try to get me a Tesla, bro. Thinking about the Model 3, like maybe a used in a year or two, getting the Model 3. And you know, they just they're just sick. And like if I buy a Leaf, right? Like if I buy a Leaf and it, it's a $10,000 cheaper basically. And if I buy one, every day that I get in it, I'm gonna be like, oh, here is my non-Tesla vehicle. And I can't do that to myself. So I might have to bite the bullet, bro, and just get the Tesla. I know you were looking at them.
Yeah, that's the thing to buy. Around here, there's no Teslas. There's nothing. I don't even see an electric car like ever. The only electric car I see is the hybrid that we use for shuttle driving at the dealership. That's about it.
You don't ever see charging stations or anything like that. There's nothing around y'all.
At UPMC, the hospitals and stuff, there's charging stations everywhere. But I don't go anywhere other than that, so I don't see like charging stations like anywhere else.
So if you bought one, you'd have to pretend like you're visiting your grandma or something.
I would just steal it from the dealership. To be honest with you, I'd steal the electric straight out of the dealership.
Allegedly steal.
Yeah.
I mean, you work there, so like you could just. I mean, like you could have just said, "I have one at work." I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, man. There's some issues with the electric, right? Because they don't drive as far as a gas vehicle. Because you can drive. I can drive a mile down the road and hit a gas station, and then go 300 miles down the road and hit a gas station and go another 300 miles, right? And the gas stations are everywhere, and so there's some limitation stuff, and the charger stations are starting to spring up all over the place, right? And but some of the messed up stuff is like, for example, I know you have an apartment, which is whatever. Lots of people live in an apartment, but if you bought an electric car right now, like where in the heck could you possibly put a 240 charger in where you live at? I mean,
I couldn't, because when I come home every night, depending on if any of these douchebags out here moved in the last week, I might not have a parking spot outside my window.
I mean, I guess technically you could park in front of your window and throw a cord out of your window, right?
Mm-hmm.
I guess technically you could do that, but I mean, you're not gonna have a guaranteed spot. It's kind of a messed up. Like, for me, I'm in a different situation. I have a house, I have a garage. I can pull my car right in. I can just right there at the garage. I can just plug my car in. It's fine, right? But a lot of people don't have that situation, so it's just weird. It's a weird thing, I mean, I don't really know how to feel about that because, I mean, of course, like for me personally, it's a non-issue. I can just charge it home. I can tell you one thing I didn't know about the Tesla, but really, really like. Let's go back to the Nissan Leaf for a minute. They both have navigation. So let's say you want to drive to Las Vegas from wherever you live, right? And that's for listeners. And if you're whatever, I live in Oklahoma. So let's say I want to go from Oklahoma to Las Vegas. Well, neither the Tesla or the Leaf, you can get in and drive it there. I mean, you couldn't drive a normal car to Las Vegas from where I'm at. I'm in Oklahoma. It's a lot of miles. I don't know the exact numbers, but it's a long way. So even in a gas car, you'd have to stop and get gas. Now I know it doesn't take long to put gas in. You just push the little button, with the handle, right? Everybody knows how to get gas. And then it takes like 5 minutes to fill a tank up, and then you're on your way. But if you're gonna drive from like Oklahoma to Dallas, you probably or Dallas. I got Dallas on the brain today. Sorry, to Las Vegas. In this fake scenario, you're probably gonna stop and eat somewhere. You're gonna stop and use the bathroom. Those kind of things, right? You might even spend the night somewhere in a motel. If you're one of those, I would just drive straight. But the thing about a Leaf, it's got a much shorter range for one, so you're gonna have to stop a lot more frequently. It could be done because there's a lot of chargers. It could be done. I think personally, if I had a Leaf, I think I wouldn't drive the Leaf anywhere out of my range. I don't think I would drive somewhere to charge and then continue driving. I think I have other cars, so I think I would just drive one of my gas vehicles, which is a non-issue, right? But with the Tesla and what the Tesla does, which is sick, like if you get in the Tesla and you say, navigate to Las Vegas, and it'll go to the little, it'll start, the Tesla will say, hey, you can only drive 280 miles on your current charge. So you're going to have to stop here to get electricity, and then you can drive another 200 and whatever miles, and then you'll have to stop here, and then you'll have to stop here, and then you can get to your destination in Las Vegas. But the navigation automatically points where you're going to supercharge at. And I just think it's so cool. Like, you can push on the little supercharger stations on the map, and it'll give you information like, hey, this supercharger has a motel. They have, they have food. They have a bathroom. They have and it has like information all about each point where you're going. It'll even tell you in real time how many people are there using the supercharger, if there's empty slots, how many empty slots are available. I just think that, I think that because like they have this big network, and I think it's like cool. I don't know, brother. It's gonna be it'll be probably 2 years before I buy one. But I just, if I buy a Leaf, and I could get a Leaf probably soon-ish. If I buy one, I think the whole time I own it, every time I get in, every time I drive down the road, and surely every time I see another Tesla, I'm just going to be like, that's the car I should have bought. And it's almost like I don't want to spend money to get to a certain spot. Like, I just want to go right to where I want to go, which is owning a Tesla. So anyway, I took a deep dive in the Tesla stuff, and I don't know. Anyway, I don't know why I'm still. I don't know, brother. I'm. You know me, man. I get like laser focused on a thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I do. And heck, to tell you the truth, who knows? I may never buy one. But for sure, I want one. If that price wasn't so high, bro, I'd have one in my garage right now. Just it's just a matter of how, because they're expensive, bro. You know those Model X's, right? You know what the price of them are?
Oh, I know.
I mean, they're over $100,000. And there's no way I'm buying a car for more than $100,000. I mean, I just what? The S's are like 80 grand, 80, 90, 100,000. It's way too much. Now, I know you can buy a used one for around 50, 60, but that's a little much. That's a little out of reach. 60 grand's a lot. I've never paid 60 grand for a car and don't plan on starting. I could swing 30. $35. You know what I mean? I could do it. I just got through paying for a car that cost that much. So I want to take a little breather on the payments. You know what I mean? Anyway, I guess I'll. You have anything else other media show wise?
Nope.
All right. Well, I'll cough one more time and then I'll just tell our listeners, hey, join Discord. You can win a book. Hang out. You might hear me ramble about Teslas or whatnot. And anyway, I just, thanks for listening. Well, I really appreciate it. I know Shazam and everybody that works behind the scenes. I know that maybe you just listen to the show. Maybe you download the show and you listen to it, so maybe you don't know. We've several people. It's not just me and Shazam. I'm Deadgreed, and it's not just me and Shazam. Like, there's Vespertilio, and I know a lot of people are like, "Hey, how come Vespertilio's not on the show all the time?" Look, he's our co-producer. He got him a promotion. He's our producer now. I do expect him to come back and be on some shows. Anyway, he works a lot behind the scenes. You don't see him, like you don't hear him on the show, so maybe you don't think he's here. But he, Jen, from the bookofjen.net, right? She does a lot, the editing, and like Medros post our shows all the time for us, so that you get it on the iTunes and all that stuff. Best Material also posts our stuff on YouTube, and Jen's husband Sean. He works a lot on the editing. With like the music that you hear behind us when we're yakking. And those guys do a great job, and they all have their part. I just happen to show up and talk a lot. And Shazam helps me with the show. So I just give everybody a internet high five for helping with the show. I appreciate it, and I know our listeners love it. And we do a lot of shows, and I don't necessarily ever thank those guys. Maybe I should more. I don't know why. I just do the show and then we do the closing. But hey, for working on the show, guys, appreciate it a lot, and for listening to the show, I'm super appreciative. I really like you guys a lot. If it wasn't for the community, I've said it 100 times, I probably wouldn't even be playing. But I'll just say goodbye, and I'll let Shazam say goodbye and close the show.
You've been listening to episode 209 of the Shattered Soulstone, your Diablo community podcast. Missed an episode? You can find the show blog and listen to the show archives at www.shatteredsoulstone.com. With your support, you can help the show grow. Become a Patreon today, patreon.com/soulstone. Come join us in-game. Our in-game community and clan, both named Shattered Soulstone, are open to anyone who would like to join. You can join us in Discord for the ultimate team and community-based experience. Find the Discord invitation link on our Twitter and Facebook page, as well as the Shattered Soulstone website. The show is powered by you, the listener. Send your contributions, thoughts, questions, and feedback to show@shatteredsoulstone.com. We love Twitter. Come join and tweet with us. You can find the show's Twitter at Shattered Stone, Vesper at Vespertilio1189, and Deadgreed at Deadgreed1812. You can find the show's Facebook page at facebook.com/Shattered Soulstone and Vespertilio at facebook.com/Vespertilio1189. We would like to extend a huge thank you to Medros of Dawnforge Productions for hosting our Loot Deviant show. You can find more shows from the Dawnforge at www.thedawnforge.com. Thank you for listening. Until next time, from all of us at the Shattered Soulstone, over 208 episodes for your listening pleasure. Dawn Forge.
Dawn Forge. Woo-hoo. Let's see.